everyone, it's Shannon Rose, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a story time. Please excuse what I look like. I know you're probably like, Shannon, why didn't you like pump before starting this story time? I'm telling you, my life is so chaotic right now. I don't have time for anything. I'm making it work. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am pumping milk underneath this blanket for my baby, Snow, who is now 6 months old. I cannot believe that she's growing so fast. Again, not the normal setup or usual setup. We're in like a transition period right now with stuff that's going on in our life that you guys will know about very soon. Okay, so before I start this video, I have a few announcements I need to let you know. The first one is that right now we're doing a special with my makeup. So I have a makeup bundle, and if you buy the bundle right now, you get a free hat that says cake. So if you want to be twinning, definitely take advantage of that now. Second thing is, I know a lot of you guys are dying to hear my story time about how I was married before Travis. I promise you that is coming up. So don't think that I forgot. I have a music video that is coming out on Friday. So I just want you to know that you are not even ready for this music video because it is a rap song, okay? Lil Shannon Rose did a rap song. You're welcome for embarrassing myself for your entertainment because, oh my God, let me just tell you, you're not even ready for this. It comes out this Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on this channel, so set your alarms because you're not gonna wanna miss this. It's also super embarrassing and cringy, so be sure to check it out. And my second book is coming out very soon, probably at the end of this month. So definitely stay tuned for that, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Something happened recently to us that I wanted to share with you guys, and I have like live footage of the whole thing, like everything that happened minus like a little bit of it. And I was like definitely gonna be filming a story time, putting in the live footage. And then I remembered like a while back I had done a story time with live footage, and I got so much like hate for it, like for putting in footage of something that happened, because this like shows the person's face and everything. So I decided to leave the live footage out. Because I just, for one, like obviously I don't want to like invade that person's privacy, but you know, sometimes these things happen and we tell Storytime YouTubers will tell these stories and like people won't believe us because the story is so crazy. So then we put in the live footage and then we get like shit for when we put live footage in because we're invading someone's privacy and it's so rude. Like I had a stalker and I was totally okay putting this person's like face online because they were harassing me and stalking me, and I got so much hate for that. So I decided to leave the footage out even though we were vlogging this whole time, and there will be a vlog of this. I don't know, it doesn't matter what you do these days. I just feel like every little thing, like people just like nitpick every little thing when you put your life online, and that's just kind of like what we deal with as YouTubers. Enough of me complaining and venting and explaining why I'm not putting the live footage in, but hopefully you guys understand why. Someone tried to take Snow from us. By far the most terrifying thing that's happened to me so far, like having a baby. I was not prepared for that at all. Travis and I and Snow were on 3rd Street Promenade in LA. If you guys have never been there before, it's basically like an outdoor shopping area, and there's like a ton of really cool stores, and there's just tons of people. It's like kind of touristy, but also just like a lot of the locals go there and hang out and shop and everything else. So I had a music video that I was shooting for, and I had been traveling all over and I didn't have time to like get outfits. So I like went to 3rd Street and I'm like, I gotta go get like a bunch of outfits for this music video, because when you shoot a music video you shoot like I don't know, I needed like 4 different outfits for like 4 different outfit changes for the music video. I think you guys know what I mean. So I went to 3rd Street and we had Snow in the stroller. A lot of times like when we're traveling or whatever, I'll wear her in a carrier, but because like I was shopping and needing to try on clothes and stuff, we decided just to put her in the stroller because we thought it would be easier, and then we can put like bags and stuff underneath the stroller, and you know, it just kind of makes it easier. We were vlogging this whole time, so maybe I'll put in some clips of just like when we were vlogging so you can kind of see like where we were at and stuff. We parked in this like garage. Those garages that go up and you like drive around and park in it. We park and we go shopping and everything's great. Like, you know, I'm trying to hurry. We have like literally 2 hours for me to find all my outfits. So if you watch that music video, just know I found majority of those outfits in like 2 hours. We rush back to the parking garage and you have to, you get like these little tickets. and you have to put the ticket like into this machine so it can read how long you've been parked there, and then it charges you by like the time or like the hour. There's a parking attendant that like works there, so we go and like we walk in. This man like stops by. I'm pushing the stroller at this point, and Travis like goes to take the little ticket and is, you know, reading to figure out like how it works, whatever, and he's like walking over to it and like the ticket machine, and I'm with Snow, and this guy comes around and he's like, you know, looking down at Snow. I don't think anything of it, because a lot of people like stop and look at babies, right? Like they're cute and it happens a lot. Like people are like, oh my gosh, she's so cute, or like they want to look at the baby, you know. Like I said, I don't think anything of it. I'm just like, whatever. And then Travis, I guess, had noticed or like seen this guy like walk over to us and was like looking at Snow, and Travis was like, Shannon, look alive. And I was like, okay. So like I'm thinking maybe he doesn't like this guy looking at Snow, so I like look at him, and you guys, like, he doesn't, he's a big guy, but he doesn't, this is the thing, he doesn't look homeless. And I know that that sounds really bad, but like in LA, and especially Santa Monica, like where this was, there's a lot of homeless people around there. And you know, it's really, it's sad because a lot of the homeless people are mentally ill, or, you know, and they're self-medicating, so they're on drugs and alcohol, or again, just mentally ill, and can be you know, like a danger to themselves or to others. A lot of schizophrenic people are very dangerous, and just people on drugs can be like, you know, have hallucinations and all kinds of things, and they think people are trying to kill them. And like, they're basically, what I'm trying to say is like, these people are very dangerous to be around, or can be, I should say. So I kind of am a little bit more on high alert when there's homeless people around, especially around my baby. But this person didn't look homeless, so that's why I'm saying that. So I didn't think anything of it, but he had been standing there for a while and he was looking at Snow, and so then I started to get uncomfortable. I pushed like the stroller closer to Travis because we were kind of far apart, because I was waiting for him to finish doing the little ticket thing, and he wasn't doing the ticket thing. He was just staring at me like, you know, like, get away from this guy or whatever. And so I pushed the stroller like away from the guy, and the guy like followed me and then came even closer and started shouting at Snow and saying, what's wrong with the baby? What's wrong with the baby? And that's like when my heart like kind of sank, because I realized, okay, this person, whether he looks homeless or not, is not okay mentally. And I realized that because it wasn't like a, oh my gosh, like, is your baby okay? Like, it was like this, you just know, like, the whole situation, and maybe you had to be there, but like, I knew, like, okay, this person is not in their right mind, and now I'm scared, because, you know, I don't want him like hurting my baby. And it was, like, we were kind of cornered in, like, I couldn't get out. We were in like an area that was like, there was no getting out of there. So for those of you guys that don't know, my baby was born with a hemangioma. It's kind of like a red birthmark. People call them like strawberry marks, or I don't know, something like that. Hers is on the top of her head. You know, I can understand people thinking like, oh, like she might have fell and hit her head or something, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like a sort of like birthmark, or I don't know, I guess it can look like kind of scary to some people, or abnormal, but you know, most people in their right mind are not going to start shouting at a baby and saying what's wrong with the baby like that, like multiple times, like very loudly. And it scared Snow, and she started crying like when this guy was shouting at her, and immediately like I panicked. And the parking attendant was right there, and he heard the guy, and immediately he told the man, you need to get out of my parking garage. And that's when I realized like this guy was maybe homeless, even though he didn't look homeless, because he was like, I told you could just come in here to use the restroom, now you need to leave. And he was like yelling at the guy to leave us alone and to get out of the parking garage area, because he was no longer welcome there. I tell Travis, I said, Travis, come get Snow, because he was still like, you know, a little ways away, and I don't know, I think he panicked also, even though he'll never admit it. I said, Travis, come get Snow. The homeless man, I don't know if he's homeless, I don't want to call him homeless because I don't know if he was or not, but like the mentally ill man kept yelling at Snow and saying, what's wrong with the baby, what's wrong with the baby? And I think he was looking at the hemangioma on her head and thinking there was something wrong with her. And I kept telling him, she's fine, it's just a birthmark, she's fine. And he was like not listening to me, and I kept yelling at Travis, Travis, please come get Snow, because I would not be able to like pick her up and like, you know, to get her away from the man, because we were like cornered in. It was just like so chaotic, you guys, and everything happened so fast. I was so unprepared what was about to happen next that like I almost like froze for like, don't worry, I only froze for like a split second. And then well, I'll tell you what happened. So he keeps shouting at her, she's screaming, crying, she's scared, I'm scared. Travis is sitting there, I'm like, what is Travis doing? I kept yelling at Travis to hurry up and get Snow and pick her up and go away from the situation. That is when the man went and grabbed Snow out of the stroller, because she wasn't like buckled into the stroller. We were not prepared for something like this. This man went in and grabbed Snow, and that is when mama bear instincts came in, and I ripped his hands off of her and I shoved him as hard as I could. And this guy's huge, by the way, but my adrenaline took over and I was like, oh, hell to the no, you are not taking my kid. You must be out of your damn mind. First of all, anybody is going to like freak out if someone goes to grab their kid, especially someone that's like mentally ill. Not only that, but like the parking garage guy was there, and like there's two guys and no one's helping me, and I'm here by myself like having to like shove this guy out of the way, and he's trying to grab my baby and like, you know, snatch my baby up. And any mom or parent, it would like freak out, right? But like it took me years and years and years to have this baby. And if you guys have followed our journey, you know, like I went through IVF, like I had ectopic pregnancies, I had emergency surgeries, like I went through hell and back to have this baby, and no one is about to be snatching my baby out from me. Something came over me that like, you better watch out. And it's a really, really good thing that like that I was able to like get his hands off of her and get her back, because if not, and he tried to take my baby, I probably would have like ended up killing this guy like with my bare hands. And I know that you think like, oh Shannon, you're so little, like you probably couldn't do that. Trust me, like don't underestimate the way that somebody looks. Hold on, I gotta check this and make sure my boobs are still pumping milk. Okay, we're good. So yeah, that's what happened. And then like I got in this huge fight. So finally the parking attendant like made the guy leave. I got footage of this guy. Obviously, like when this was happening, the camera, the last thing I was thinking of was to film this, because I was like freaking out. But I did get footage like before and after this all happened. And I got footage of what the guy looked like. Obviously, I'm not going to put that footage on here for obvious reasons, like I said and mentioned before at the beginning of this video, because people, you know, I don't want to invade this guy's privacy, and also like I don't want people to get mad at me for putting this up, or putting live footage up. But like the parking garage guy like obviously was like, get out of here, get out of here, and like, you know, was like trying to like come to help, but like it was too late by anyone was trying to like help me in this situation. And even Travis, I got really pissed because like during this point I was like, Travis, get the baby, and he was like, I'm getting the parking ticket. And I think he was panicking while this was going on, and he was thinking like, I need to hurry up and get the parking ticket so we can get out of here, like drive out of here. But like that was like way down the line. Like I was not thinking about that. I was thinking about like, you know, we need to get our baby away from this man, and we were like cornered in this like in the corner of this like parking garage thing where the meter, you know, where you try to get this. And so Travis didn't listen to me and was like trying to freaking pay for our parking like in the midst of this happening, and I was livid. Let me just tell you, he heard it from me. Like I was like screaming at him after this happened, like, if I ever tell you and we're in a situation like this and I ever tell you to grab the baby, you better grab the baby and stop what you're doing. Are you crazy? Like you are not thinking straight, you know, like all these things. I was basically like yelling at him. I have footage of all of that too. Maybe I'll put it on Patreon. I don't think YouTube can handle it. You know, it was just, honestly, you guys, like, I'm on alert for certain things, especially in LA, because, you know, crazy stuff happens there all the time. I was born and raised there. I know this, but I was not prepared for someone trying to snatch up my baby. And so I'm going to be like extra vigilant and like just super careful now when I'm out in public, no matter where I am, like when people come up to like Snow now, because of that experience. Like I will not let people hold her, like strangers, you know what I mean? Like, or like, for instance, if someone came up and was like, oh my God, your baby's so cute, like, can I hold her? I would be like, no, sorry, you know, like, I've lost all trust in public when it comes to Snow. Like, I don't want to put her in danger like that. And you just never know people's intentions, even if they look totally normal, like this guy did. So yeah, like I said, I'm just super careful with her now. And I bought like all this extra stuff, like the things that go over the car seat now. So like people can't like see her. And I know it sounds crazy, but until you've like had to experience something like this, you know, you don't think about that or whatever. But yeah, I'm like super paranoid now. And it wasn't like, you know, a normal in their right mind person. It was somebody like dangerous and like could have like really hurt her, or, you know, or worse. So anyway, that is the story of how someone tried to steal my baby. I hope that no one else has had to like go through something like this before, because it's really, really scary. Just be careful if you have a baby or you know someone that does. Just maybe share this story with them and let them know that they should be careful, because even in situations where your kind of guard is down or people look totally normal and you don't think that they're going to harm your baby in any way, you never know. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just be super careful with your baby. Keep them close to you when you're out in public, and because you never know what could happen. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let me know down in the comment section below what kind of video you guys want to see next. I am sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in the next video. This is how much milk I pumped during this video. Multitasking, hashtag mom life.